Hello, good morning, and God bless. I'm here to talk about prima materia. Prima materia. Prima, first. Materia, matter. First, matter. It's going to get into a little bit of alchemy, into a little bit of manifestation. This information will help your manifestation. This information um, is intended to help you level up. It's intended to open your perspective to more than the light. This is intended for anybody spiritual, anybody that believes in alchemy, anybody that believes that they possess all of the superpowers that they need to ascend and pretty much manifest whatever they want in this reality. Alchemy teaches you the differences between realities because alchemy exists in the in between, right? That's why it's called Hermetic science. Hermes is another name for Mercury, and we know Mercury as our messenger between worlds. So that's why alchemy exists between. Okay. Now, in my studies, it says, okay, alchemy operated on the philosophy that the physical world is a reflection of hidden spiritual principles. It did not use the terms dark matter or dark energy, but it did concern itself with what was unseen. So that's what we're talking about. We're talking about the unseen, the power that you cannot see, because everything that we see right now in this world of light, this world of the sun, this world that the light gives us life, we need to tap into that other side of the darkness and the dark matter, because that's where everything is created. Okay, prima materia, first matter. Alchemists believed all matter originated from a single, formless underlying substance. This was the raw, unrefined material of the universe that contained the potential for all things. So if you sit and you think about the darkness, if you sit and you meditate and you see yourself as God, because that is what I teach. I teach you that you are one with God. I teach you the empowering things. I teach you to, simply shift your perspective from the victim mentality to enlightenment, right? So now that we are all enlightened, this is a course of another level. This is another level. This is a new devil. As I've said before, new levels, new devils. So now that we are stepping up to alchemy, right? Because that's creation essentially is alchemy, right? Lead into gold. And to tell you the truth, those things weren't necessarily real. Did they turn lead into gold, or did they make people believe that they turned lead into gold? Because how can lead be gold? When you control what you believe, when you control with what other people believe, that's magic. That's dark energy. That's, you know what I'm saying? So when we talk about things like demons or like energy vampires, those things are real. You can become a vampire, aka a dark energy harvester, but for good things, for your own magic, for your own ascension. It says alchemists believed that the invisible world was governed by invisible correspondences, often linking earthly metals to planetary bodies, gold to the sun, silver to the moon, etc. They believe that by understanding these hidden sympathies and energies, one can manipulate the physical world. This is the physical world that we live in. By now, you should know that there is a spiritual world. The spiritual world, congratulations, is dark matter. It's just there, right? And that is the form of creation. Dark matter and dark energy are not hidden essences. In a philosophical sense, they are labels for observed phenomena. This is cosmic glue. Oh, let me go back to what I was saying about sitting in darkness, right? So if you sit and you meditate, even when you close your eyes, you're in the dark. That's dark energy. When you're sleeping and it's dark, like it's just dark energy. It has nothing to do with bad. It has nothing to do with evil. It has nothing to do. Remember, we are controlling what we believe so that we can control what we see. This all has to do with the Capricorn full moon. I'm talking about it on a Capricorn full moon because I am heavily aligned with the spiritual world. And right now, I have to remind you that Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. Capricorn, Saturn, that's the color black. Capricorn season. If you read my post about the Matrix, Capricorn season is the season that these enlightened beings chose for a new year because they're harvesting the dark energy. Everybody's celebrating when it's winter for a new year, when it's dark and when it's cold, because they are harvesting your dark energy. They're harvesting it for their own gain. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Are you paying attention? Okay, I'm sorry. Sometimes I can't help but talk like that. I am a teacher. The whole point is to expand and to get what you want. The whole point is to expand and get what you want. You should not be suffering in this physical world. You should not be suffering in this physical world. You should not be so tired to the point that you're like, what the fuck is my life? What the fuck is my next step? The whole point is to harvest all the energy that you can and use it. Granted, you have all of this inside you already. I'm just telling you what it is so that you can utilize it for yourself. Okay? Give me a second. So, it says how scientists and I guess regular modern folk, they were looking for, I guess, the why. Now, I learned a long time ago the why of spiritual purposes, but a deep part of me feels like, just given all the studies that I've done, all the books that I've read, we always say, oh, they don't want you to wake up. They don't want you to wake up. You know why they don't want you to wake up? It's also because they want you to stay in the dark so that you can be dark. Never create from that darkness and manifest in this reality because they need all of your dark energy. Are you understanding what I'm saying? Good. Excellent. Now, alchemy is not alchemy is not a pseudoscience. Alchemy is, if you read anything and they try to hit you with the pseudo or this is not proven, that is not proven. I'm speaking from ancient texts that I've read, and the alchemy that I have read about, right? The dark matter, the dark energy, the first energy, the prima materia. Prima materia. This is the first matter. This is where God exists. Now, again, we cannot simply explain how things are manifested. We simply believe. Trying to explain anything else about that roundabout, it's not going to make sense. You have to know that you may never know why. You may find out how, but you may never know why. Okay? So, now, give me a second. Where is my... Alchemy is freedom. Alchemy is freedom. They teach you to become the philosopher's stone, unmoving, unmoving by any outside force. Okay, everything must come from within. Now, when what are those people called that do the autopsies? Anyway, when you get an autopsy done, when they open up your body, it's dark. Like I said, when you close your eyes, it's dark. It's all energy, and it all exists. Okay, so when you see people that, like, they wear black all the time, or they're real like dark emo, the eyeliner, the black lipstick, the black hair, the piercings, everything, you should never judge those kind of people, because those people are probably more spiritual and more tapped in than you. The people that pretend to be good are never good. The people that you see that wear that type of color therapy or do that type of color therapy with their human bodies, when you see them, you say, oh, okay, that's Saturn. Oh, okay, that's Capricorn energy. That's dark energy. That's dark matter. Okay, they're harvesting all that energy so that they can create. That's what you should be thinking. You shouldn't be thinking, oh, this, because I know how we are. Remember that you have to become objective. If you really want to learn how to meditate, you must become objective. You can't just sit there and think and think and think and think and think. You are in control of your thoughts, which means you are in control of your life. Okay? You must completely step out. You must completely say goodbye to whatever is not working. It's true that your new life costs you your old one. How are you going to live that new life if you don't make room for it? Now, that doesn't make any sense at all. Okay. For Hermetic healing, and I'll get into this on a separate post. For Hermetic healing, we have the manifestation of 3 principles. So remember, everything that you see in this world, in this physical reality, is all manifested. It's all manifested. Everything that you see in your reality, in your life, you manifested it. You, nobody else did anything to you. How you choose to see the situation is why you're in the situation that you're in. How you choose to see yourself is why you're in the situation that you're in, which leads me to one of my final points, right? Because I've been studying dark energy, I guess, right? Because to me, energy is all the same. But when you do get into the dark matter and the dark energy, you start to realize that having empathy and compassion is not really smart. It's not really smart to adopt the feelings or moods of other people, because you're an alchemist now. Do you really want to adopt those feelings, not have those feelings in you? So, that's why I don't watch the news. I don't really read like the papers. If I do any of those things, it's simply for information, for survival here in the physical reality. But even then, you have to believe that you will always survive, right? Because everything is belief. Alchemy, freedom, you can literally free yourself through your mind. It has nothing to do with anybody else. It has nothing to do with systems. It has nothing to do with any type of ism. It's all in your mind. If you look back at everything, if you look back at the history, you will know that there is a forceful agenda to separate us. Now there is a forceful agenda trying to make us robots, trying to forget that we are even human. So the separation worked between us, okay? The separation worked between us, right? Most humans are on fire. Most humans are hateful. Most humans are evil. Most humans are separated. We have the black versus white war. We have the melanin versus the non-melanated. We have the color therapy that is teaching you that you need to be a certain way to get certain things. Like, this is all they're doing. This is what they're doing with the dark energy that they're harvesting. What are you going to do with the dark energy that you're harvesting? Because even if you do watch the news, read the papers, allow people to tell you certain things to change your mood, what are you going to do with it? What are you going to do with that energy? What I do is I laugh. When I'm disrespected, when I see a car crash, figuratively and non-figuratively, when I see bad things, when I hear bad things, when bad things happen, I laugh because I want to change the algorithm of my vision. I want to change the algorithm of what I see and what I believe. I want everything to go my way. Everything does go my way. Everything will go my way, right? These are the things that you have to tell yourself. These are the things that you have to do in order to transfer and transmute and transform the dark matter, the dark energy. Okay? You might come off weird, you might come off, but guess what? You're manifesting what you want, are they? You're manifesting what you want. You are manifesting exactly what you want. Give me a second. I'm looking for something. Yes, my name is Moon Lady, and I contribute to the wellness of all through art and meditation. Yes, it is wise not to take on those feelings. Now, let's put some good words in the atmosphere, some affirmations before I get out of here, okay? Everything is always working out for me. For life makes no mistakes and always gives man that which man first gives himself. Your awareness of being is the God that you give to and you ever give in this manner. My claims will be honored. Give to the only God and see to it that you give him the quality that you desire as man, aka this physical reality, right? Mankind is the physical reality. To express by claiming yourself to be the great, the wealthy, the loving, the all-wise. That which is spoken in secret shall be proclaimed from the housetops. Whom seek ye? I am the vine, and ye are the branches. Consciousness is the vine, and those qualities which you are now conscious of being are as branches, has no life except it to be rooted in the vine. So likewise, things have no life except you be conscious of them. Be conscious of your healing. Or else your subconscious will suffer. Your subconscious is like the little controller in your body. Okay? All you have to do is remove your attention from a situation. All you have to do is remove yourself from a thought, from a bad thought. If you have a bad thought, simply put it away. You literally have to imagine and think about what you want to happen. You can literally just sit. If you don't have time, you do it in the shower. If you don't have time, you do it on a commute. You make the time because time doesn't even exist Okay, if you want to be a true alchemist, you forget about time and you think about direction, right? That quote is going around about the compass being invented before the clock. It's all facts. Okay. You know who's in love with you? Yourself. You need to be in love with yourself first. Today is a new day and you are the Lord. Y'all are looking for love in all the wrong places. You were made from it, right? Because if God created the heavens and the earth, if God created all these things, right, from the nothingness, aka the first matter, the first energy, right? And you are a reflection of that, right? The reflection is just the physical, right? From the spiritual, right? The mirror. It's you. You are the creator in the creation. All right. Enough with the, oh, who's going to love me? Who loves me? You know, is this person going to come back? Is that person going to come back? Like, we are way beyond that. And I don't care how old you are, if this video ever comes across your feed, if this video ever comes across your YouTube or whatever the case may be, wherever this video ends up on the internet, if you're watching this video, never seek love outside of yourself. The real love is between a parent and a child. That's it. Okay? And I'm not just saying that because I'm choosing my words carefully, right? Because that's what you must do. I'm saying that simply because I care and I don't want to, and I no longer am affected by those who are not aware of their own love inside of themselves. So you see the way that I'm speaking as if these things already exist because they do. My grace is sufficient for thee. My strength is made perfect in weakness. Have faith in this unseen claim until the conviction is born within you that it is so. Okay, faith is the substance of the thing hoped for, the evidence of the thing not yet seen. Go about your way in peace. Hallelujah. It is so. Now, I'm gonna pull a card. For good luck. Let's pull a card for good luck. I'm pulling a card for good luck. Okay, shout out to all my Capricorns. Okay, I have a Capricorn stellium, so I have heavy Capricorn energy in my chart. Okay, are we ready for our cards? First card, 10 of discs. Wealth. And who's that at the top? Hermes. That is Hermes, aka Mercury. The messenger has come to tell us that wealth is on the horizon. Three of swords is sorrow. Three of swords. I have a lengthy video on all of these cards. Don't ask me to break them down unless you want a personal reading. Three of swords, sorrow, heartbreak. Remember, when your heart breaks, it's because it's opening. Don't ever forget that. Six of wands, victory. So what you gonna do, right? What you're gonna do, this is how you paint the story for yourself with the cards, okay? This is how you paint the perfect pictures for your life. This is how you manifest. This is how you transmute. This is how you fully step in to your alchemy, okay? You're going to take your wealth, right? Because it's materialized, right? The number 10. The higher up you go in tarot and numbers, the more it is in the physical reality, right? That's why the 3 of Swords, right? 3 is lower than 10 because it's still internal, it's still spiritual. But when you go higher in numbers to the 10, that means that the wealth is in the physical reality. So you're going to take your wealth that you have obtained, that you have manifested, right? Through all of the energy, the first matter, the light from the sun, right? The dark and the light, everything that you have manifested, all your wealth, all your abundance, you're going to take it and you're going to celebrate, right? Because this is victory. You're going to take everything, every good thing that you have, every good thing that you have manifested, like I said, and you're going to celebrate. You're going to walk, talk, and act like wealth. You're going to walk, talk, and act like wealth. All your ideas come to you easily. You execute them easily. I wish that for you. I know that for you. When it comes to the spiritual, right? The 3 of Swords, you're going to do this despite what it took to get there. If you had to let some people go, if your heart is breaking, if people have died, if you're grieving, anything, any dark energy that you are feeling right now, you better use it, because this card says that you have to work with your pain, right? Everybody's so afraid of these cards, but they're telling you something important about yourself that you should be paying attention. Well, I don't even know why I be getting so close. Oh, the cards. So that's it. And it is so. Now, to my patronies who I love so much, I really want to give you guys something. I don't know what it is yet, but it will come to me. And I don't want you guys to pay for it. I want to pay you guys for being here and supporting me. I'm still new to this and true to this because I have been teaching for a long time. But as far as interaction online, that is new for me. I'm a millennial. You know, I didn't grow up with a phone until I was maybe junior high school. But still, it wasn't like an iPhone or anything. It was a little prepaid white phone that looked like a little remote. Okay, so I'm still getting used to being here online, interacting with people. So if anybody has any tips of how I can interact outside of my teachings, so because I want to give, I want to give, I want to give, I want to give. And I love you too. So, I love you guys. Like I said, especially my patronies. I'm sorry, it is what it is. I love my patronies more. Please tell me what I can do for you. I will do it for free because I love you. Okay, everybody have a blessed full moon, and I'll see you on Patreon.